top of it. This is the #1 notary entrepreneur, Jeff Veal. Thanks for tuning in for another video. Right now I'm driving through traffic. I'm driving from Bolingbrook right now, back on my way home. And, well, actually to another appointment right now. And, ooh, people be making me so mad, man. I be trying not to get too aggressive because I feel like you gotta let some of that aggression out, but you can't let out too much. You can't let out too much. There was this, I got this call today. Woman tells me she lives in Hyde Park and she needs a notary for a divorce document. I quote her $99. She says, no, she goes silent. I say, this is a line I've been thinking for a long time, but never said. I use this line today. I be coming up with all kind of shit. I said, after she didn't respond for about 10, 15 minutes, I said, did you pass out? Do I need to call 911 when you heard did you pass out when you heard the price? Do I need to call 911? LOL. And she LOL'd back. And she basically told me it was too high for her. And I can't remember exactly how the conversation went, but she told me she got a friend that's gonna do it for her for $20. But she's not crazy about doing it that way because she doesn't want to have her friend in her business. So she goes on to tell me that she's a notary. Why she tell me that? I said, it makes 100% sense for you to use my service because now I'm going to add you to my network. I'm going to send you jobs. So I told her, and this is the truth, I got more jobs than I can handle. I should have, but sometimes I feel funny bragging and talking about how much money I'm making in my notary business or whatever. But maybe I should have told her. But I'm like, I got more work than I can handle. I could have said, how do you think you found me? How do you think you found me so easily? Could have talked about how much money I made last month. But I just told her I got more jobs than I can handle. You know, she said she's a teacher. I said, you could get work on the weekends, over the summer, during evenings. And I said, at that point, I'm like, I got her. I know I got this one. So I basically go to set up the sale. I'm like, okay, so you want me to be there at 7 o'clock? What's the address? She says, no, I'm still gonna go with my friend for $20. That's the kind of thing that make me want to cuss somebody out right there. Cause how stupid can you be unless you just don't believe me? But I guess that's the only way. That's the only way I can make logical sense out of that decision is her thinking, well, I'm not going to send her any business. I'm just saying something to try to get her business. But I would have sent her business. If she was smart, she would have went further in to verify if this was the main objection, that I'm going to actually send her some work. Like, can we sign a contract? Can I see some more evidence? None of that. that's such a, I hope y'all ain't like that. I hope y'all ain't thinking like that, acting like that, living like that, making decisions for today that are gonna cost you money in the future. Like, okay, so the difference in the price was $79 based on her location, which is a good location, which is a busy location. She would have, I essentially would have been paying her. She would have been getting money for me to come do a mobile notary for her over time. Not to mention everything that she would have learned by getting notary work. She would have been in the thousands. She would have been in the thousands by making the contact, by making my contact. But that's the sick thing about this world, and what a lot of people, what you can count on the ignorance of a lot of people, is that we don't value each other. People don't see the value in a relationship. People don't value their own brother walking down the street, like the Bible says. God says, how can you love me when you don't love your brother that you see every day? We don't think anything of each other. Us humans, we don't think anything of each other. It's so sad and it's so sick. But the people that are winning, the people that are head and shoulders above everybody else, that are making a difference, understands that every blessing that you get, every blessing that you've gotten has come from another person. Think about that. I just said something deep as hell right there. Think about that. Every single blessing that you've ever gotten has come through somebody else. It's come through another human being. God has never reached his hand physically out of the sky and handed you something. This all come from somebody else. So that's all. I just want to speak on that small-mindedness, that small thinking, that today thinking, I'll worry about tomorrow thinking. That's loser thinking right there. So anyway, quick nuggets. If you want to go far, if you want to go fast, go with a peace.